like Andrew had stated, there's different user modules or apps per se that you can add onto the routers for. I think you lost my screen, but I'll keep on talking. Hopefully it'll come back.
I can see it, Michelle.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, I've got it here.
Mine just changed, so that was weird. Anyways, so you can add additional functionality to the routers. So in the actual router, I was just going to, of course, it timed me out. I apologize, everyone. Okay. So in our routers, you would just go to our engineering portal and download the appropriate user module that you would like for your application or to test. But I'm just going to show you real quick how easy it is. So you just go to the user module section that I'm already in here and see it shows user modules up at the top. You click browse to the appropriate file where you download it on your computer and then hit add or update, and then it shows right here. So it's very easy to add the additional functionality to your router. So I just wanted to show where it's uploaded, and that's not very difficult at all. So then, so this is WebAccess VPN, but I just want to show you at the top here. See the address, Ottawa-AE VPN Portal Cloud. Really, that's all I had to do is click Enable, put the web address, and click Apply, and I'm on. That router is there, and this is just the general dashboard showing how many routers I have in the system, which ones are online, offline, how long the server has been running, and how many routers I have validated or non-validated. So some people are kind of confused about what the validated, non-validated means. So when you add the user module here, it will immediately start hitting, well, maybe that hitting's not the best word, but in essence hitting the server, and then it's going to put the router here. It'll show the IP address that it's coming from and the serial number and different things like that. So it's definitely identifiable, and then you just click validate, and then it shows up in your router screen. That's just an additional level of security in terms of validating your router on your VPN server. So just because you put in that web address doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get access. So that's handy as well. Then once they're validated, the routers show up in this main router screen. A nice feature here is, I mean, you could label it whatever you wanted. The name here and the label you can change, and it shows its status. For example, both of these routers are connected right now, and they are synced to the WebAccess VPN portal that I've created. The other nice thing too is, for example, right here, I can just click link, and it takes me right into the router's web interface. So I can go in here and check status of my mobile WAN connection. For example, here I'm on AT&T, that kind of thing. So you can immediately get right into the router from the device. It's a link that's there. It's pretty nice. The other thing that you can do is edit the actual configuration of the router. For example, you could have, you know, a one-to-one NAT setup. So, for example, if it was 192.168.1.5 PC, then on the VPN it could be like 10.10.10.5. So a one-to-one that way. And you can set, I apologize, you can also set whether or not you want the VPN server to see that connection or not. Like it would just ignore, right now it's just going to ignore whatever, it's going to ignore that interface on the VPN portal. Okay. Then we have networks. I'll show you that in a minute. You can set up a proxy, firewall rules. So you can add or deny right here from this page. You don't actually have to get into the router to do that. Then you can also see the settings as is, which is pretty handy because sometimes you don't know someone get in there, whatnot. It'll also show the connection log. Moving on to the networks, the nice thing about the network is, for example, say that you had a system integrator or having a service contract or something for their equipment. What they could essentially do is set up their accounts in here as networks. So for example, I don't know, let's say that their customer was BP and Shell. So they could have a network saying Shell for all their Shell gas stations, and then another network for all their BP gas stations or something like that. So it would be easily identifiable in terms of their customer. And then, my apologies, when they go in, here we go, let's do it this way. When they go into the network, then they could set a name, like for example, say it was an intersection or something like that, or a city. However they really wanted to do it, they could set it up that way. You can also set up firewall rules for through this screen. You can also set up standalone VPN clients, which allows you to, so say that you had a router set up and you had your devices connected to the router and you had a laptop or whatnot on the road or in your office, whatever, you can actually set up a standalone VPN client where it will be as if you are sitting directly plugged in to your devices that are on that network. So that's very, in essence, just like when you log into your VPN from home, which I'm sure everyone is familiar with right now, you just click on the software, click connect, boom, you're in. It's very easy. Also, this is the administration section. You can upgrade via file right here. You can download the user modules from your actual, so if there's any updates, it's right here, and you can pull the updates for the user module, and if there's any upgrades for your WebAccess VPN server, you can upgrade it right there, which is very easy. Also, say that your customer is like purchased 100 routers. So they don't want to have to go in there and click, 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 click to validate all the routers. Technically, they should be able to pull the serial number, MAC, different identifiable information, upload it in here, and then it would pre-validate the routers. So they don't have to go in and do them one by one because that would be painstaking. And then here's just the different information on my configuration. I have not set up users. And then there's also logs here as well. So that way, if there's any kind of troubleshooting, I apologize, I clicked off too fast. So there's different logs. There's the system log, the open VPN log, and then the connection log of the router. So there's some identifiable information in there. But that's WebAccess VPN. And if you have more detailed questions or more specific questions, feel free to reach out to your contacts, and they know how to get a hold of me. And I'll be more than happy to help you.
Well, thank you so much, Michelle. That was very informative, and it was good to see a live demo of it. So thank you.
You're very welcome.
And I'd like to thank the Advantech team for attending as well, and our attendees for attending. This webinar will be made available on our website. We're going to snip it up into some smaller pieces, and definitely the demo section will make available for viewing. And our team will reach out to follow up on any opportunities with you. We will continue to host these webinars in the future, so please keep an eye out for invites. Take care and be safe, and have a nice afternoon, everyone.
Thanks, Bob.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.